shoulder activity. So I would say a nice 20-minute all round gentle sequence that's kind of specifically looking at the hip movement and a bit of glute stuff. So yeah, there we have it. We're going to start lying. You might need a rug or a block, or maybe a pillow. You might want a pillow for your head. But if you are comfortable lying flat, I think it's probably nice to do that. So just settling down with the breath. Maybe tucking the chin in a little, just so that you get the sense of lengthening in the back of the neck. Bringing the awareness to the crown of the head, lengthening from that point. Draw the shoulders down, away from the ears. Tuning into the breath. Watching the body breathe. That's softening as you exhale. We're going to start today with a bit of sacrum rock, so this is getting a bit of movement in the sacroiliac joints. If you take your attention to your right foot, let's get a sense of the earth, the mat beneath the foot. And then I'm going to send my right shin away from me, so down the mat. And there's a little bit more pressure that goes through that right foot. The right knee goes forward a little bit. The right hip goes forward a little bit. And there's a slight feeling of lengthening on my right thigh. And the left hip goes back a little bit. Release back, so maybe release back on an exhale, softening. And then do the left side, so notice the sensations on the sole of the left foot. Make that connection with the earth. Bringing the focus up to the shin, the left shin. And almost like it's being drawn away, sucked away. The left shin extends towards the end of my mat. And the right hip comes back, the left hip goes forward. There's a lengthening in the thigh, the left thigh. And allowing the exhale to release you back down. So with the breath, if you inhale, so if you can bring that breath all the way into the torso, into the belly. And then as you exhale, right shin, send it away. And feel that there's a kind of movement. One part of the pelvis goes one way and the other part of the pelvis goes the other way. Inhale here. So you've exhale, send the leg away. Inhale and hold. Exhale, release back. And then go left leg. So inhale, feel the torso. Exhale, send the shin away. Hold there for your inhale. And release back with your exhale. Let's go again. Inhale. Exhale, right shin forward. Inhale there. Exhale, release. And go to the left side. Inhale. Exhale, left shin forward. Inhale, feel the torso. Exhale, release back down. Take the arms now wherever they were, down by your side, palms face down, grounding down through the feet. Inhale, we're going to take the arms up and over. Just go as far as is comfortable. When you notice your elbows bending, or just hurting a little bit in the shoulder, just come back again. So you exhale back down. Notice the point at which something else has to do something else. And that'll be your point of the range of movement. You're a little bit in the way, Peg, to be honest. She's been charming because it's tea time. So exhaling down. Trying to keep the arms as straight as you can and creating as much space through the hands, the fingers, the arms, the shoulders. Inhaling up and exhaling down. So nice shoulder movement. Okay. Next inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, turn the palms so they face each other, sink the shoulder blades. Inhale, the whole shebang out to the side. Ooh, a little bit cold on the floor. Check that the hands, the arms are shoulder height or lower. So you want the shoulders to draw down, away from the ears, extending from the crown of the head, get the space. And then inhale, exhale, dropping the knees to the right, look to the left. Inhale, comes back to centre. Exhale, down to the left, look to the right. So these are Borg standard windscreen wipers, which are lovely. You can add a little bit more action should you so desire. So like next time you go over onto your right side, you can push through the inside edge of the left foot and bring the hip up. So you can increase the lengthening, the stretch down the left side of the body. Keep the shoulders heavy, the arms heavy. Breathing. Bringing space into the left side of the body. And then inhale, centre. Exhale, over to the left. Pushing through the inside edge of the right foot, shoulders heavy. Feeling the stretch down the right side, breathing there. Inhale, come back to centre. Ground down through the feet again, broadening big toe joint, little toe joint. Bring the arms down by your side, palms face down. Get the length again through the back. Even out the feet as much as you can. This time, we're going to roll up. So you can start this bridge movement by sending both shins away. So in the same way as we did the sacrum rock, you can send, but like engage through the feet a little bit and send the shins away. Not so much that anything comes off the ground, but enough so that there's a bit of movement, the knees go forward. You could maybe pulse that movement if you wanted to. And then send the knees away and start to tilt the pelvis. So you flatten the lumbar against the mat, against the floor, and you can start to roll up. Now, it's up to you. You could really play with this. So you could roll up a little bit and come back down. You could just play with the pelvis, rocking backwards and forwards, which can be really nice. Or you can roll all the way up, and all the way down. So the things to be mindful of in bridge are your feet. You want to keep that contact through the feet. So be mindful that you're pushing down and the contact with the feet is even. And the other thing that happens is your legs fall out, the knees fall out. So you want to keep the legs parallel as you come up, and you will hopefully notice that that involves a bit of glute action because you've got to keep the legs in. And then when you're all the way up, you could, if you wanted to feel a bit of hamstring and glute shenanigans, you could draw your feet without moving them, draw them in towards the bottom. And as you do that, feel the activation in the hamstrings, so from the back of the knee to the bottom, and in the glutes. The glute max are really firing here. There's a thrust, like the hips are thrusting up, so that fires those glute max, drawing the feet in, activates everything a bit more. When you've had enough of that, rolling back down and extending the legs out. Let's flex and point the toes a few times, getting a bit of movement in the ankles. You could do that one then the other, or you could do them both at the same time, whatever you fancy, bit of both. You could do some little circles with the ankles there as well, that can be quite nice. Okay, alternate leg raises. So draw the shoulders again, palms firmly down at your sides, flexing the feet, being mindful to try and keep them in line. So getting some engagement in the legs so the toes point up to the ceiling, and then keeping that line if you can. You exhale up and inhale back down. Just going up as far as you're comfortable with. Don't overdo it, but you will notice a bit of a hamstring stretch. So just exhale up, inhale back down. Tune in the movement with the breath, softening the face. Finishing on the left, bringing the knees in. Let's have a little rocky shamu, rocking the back out a little bit. And then rolling over onto your right side and coming back up onto all fours. I say back, I haven't been here yet. Spladdy hands and then a bit of suction cupping action, so froggy hands. Rug under your knees should you need it. So froggy hands, driving down through the fingers, making nice contact, and then drawing the fingers in towards the palms just a little bit to create some activation in the hands through the arms, maybe up into the armpits. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, and then you're turning so the inside of your elbows is pointing forward. Driving down through the shins. If you need a rug underneath your feet, please do that. Feeling the length through the spine, breathing here, inhaling and letting the belly release. So it falls towards the floor. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, and cog by cog, vertebrae by vertebrae, roll up through the spine, dropping the head at the end. Keeping the arms straight, so nothing else moves apart from the spine here. And then you go the other way, so you tilt the pelvis the other way, you stick your bottom in the air, drop the belly, open the chest, draw the shoulders, and the gaze is forward. Don't throw the head back too far. Just keep the length in the back of the neck. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, curl all the way through. Inhale. Belly, chest, forward. This is cat-cow. Cat-cow rocks. Do it every day if you can. It's really lovely, meditative, flowing movement. And it's just so good for your back. After an inhale, return to a neutral spine. Driving down through the hands and the shins again. A bit of glute action with dog wee pose. So driving down through the left shin, you're going to keep the right leg in line with the left leg and bent at a 90 degree. So the knee is going to stay bent at a 90 degree angle. The movement is directly out to the side, and you probably find you can't go that far, because if you go any further, your pelvis starts to move. So you're keeping the pelvis running parallel with the mat, the pelvis doesn't move, and you're just taking your leg out to the side. And you should feel the side of your right buttock kick in. So trying to breathe here. You can, again, pulse this movement. You can take it in and send it out. And you can hold it. Maybe do about 5 or so. Coming off the wrists if you need to. So you can always come down, maybe dropping the forearms down. Squeeze the elbows together and just come down off the wrists for a moment. You can always cat-cow in this position as well. Just kind of rocking through the pelvis a little bit. When your wrists feel a little bit better, you can shamoo yourself back up again. Driving down through the right shin this time. And as you exhale, take the left leg up, straight out to the side. Maybe flexing the foot a little bit can help. Really drive down through the right shin. So you're trying to keep your pelvis running parallel with the mat and keeping your balance. If you engage those hands a little bit, get a little bit of action going up through the arms, drive down through the right shin, that can be helpful. And then in and out if you can bear it. Pulsing that movement, leg goes up and down. Okay, and back on to all fours. Let's exhale and just send the hips back, bottom to the heels. Draw the fingers up to the ceiling so the palms face forward. Breathing there. When you're ready, inhaling yourself back up. And we'll do the glute kicks. So driving down through the left shin, suck and cup the hands, froggy hands. Right leg, send the right leg back, keeping the 90-degree angle-ish, and the pelvis running parallel with the mat. So you're sending the right leg up. So you swing it back down, see if you can not touch the floor, and send it back up. Now, if you go with this and really point your toes and drive the heel as much as you can in towards the bottom, there should be a bit of hamstring shenanigans going on. So if you want to strengthen, do a bit of hamstring strengthening, this is quite nice. A little bit of crampy kind of a way. Bring that right shin back down, we'll go for the left. Drive down through the right shin, send the left leg up. So this hip extension movement is a glute max shamoo. Keeping the hips, the pelvis parallel. Okay. You can take it up, draw the heel into the bottom, point the toe as much as you can. So you can get some hamstring. What's it? Cramping going on. Coming back down when you're ready. Hips, pull the hips back into child's pose again. And then looking up, you can bring your hands to your knees and zhuzh yourself up into a high kneel. We'll inhale, bring the arms out in front of us. Turn the palms so they face each other. Okay, so as you exhale, draw the arms are going to stay straight and strong the whole time. The movement is going to be in the shoulder blades. As you exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together and draw them back as much as you can. Inhale, stretching the arms forward as much as you can. The trunk stays as still as possible. This is a shoulder blade back, shoulder blade forward movement. So as you go forward, they wrap round the side of the body. And as you go back, they squeeze together. Okay, and then let's do circles. So we're going to inhale, arms forward, and then bring the shoulders up around the ears. Exhale, send the whole lot back and down. So you inhale forward and up. Exhale back and down. Inhale forward and up. Exhale back and down. Beautiful. Give them a bit of a swing. Pop your hands on your shoulders and do some circles. Inhale, open, exhale. Shamooey, swingy thing. And we'll come back down to lying. Back to our sacrum rocking. So making contact with the feet, parallel them. Feel the earth. Let yourself settle. The inhale, filling the torso, the belly. And the exhale, the softening, releasing, letting go. Bringing the awareness to the right shin. Inhale, as you exhale, letting the right shin be drawn forward, down the mat. Inhale there. And as you exhale, let the whole lot release back. Inhale. Push a little bit down. Make the connection with the left foot. Let the shin